winner. Game plan sick, target under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Carrie. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie. Fuck with clothes, shoot, throwing 5 mollies. Card I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, my no hands telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chargers Power Hour, episode 19. And let's just call this one the Mike McDaniel effect. And JD, you want to hit that video for Neil? Good afternoon again, and again, welcome to the Chargers Power, episode 19. Hey, let me run through the chat. Hey, Frankie. Hey, welcome. Hey, thanks for joining in. Hey, King, what's up, man? Hey, I got you. I got you later for that money. Hey, Matt Bruder, what up, my friend? Thank you for tuning in. Well, as I said, this one is the Mike McDaniel effect. And hey, man, I said a couple weeks ago I wanted Brian Daboll, but hey, Mike McDaniels was the big fish out there, so I'll take it. Well, let me get back. All right, well, welcome back to the Chargers Power of 19. Chargers fans, this is big fucking news. Bolt the fuck up across the NFL. We got the big fish. We caught the tuna. We got Mikey McDaniel. High Times McDaniels, I call him. Man, he and Jim, they'd be smoking it up. But I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be fun. Chargers made a franchise altering move. Justin Herbert, man, he just gained not just a friend, he gained an offensive fucking genius. And this is going to be fun. Come on, we saw what Tua did, what Tyreek Hill did, and the crew down in Miami. That was South Beach. Come on, now he's back in He's in California again. Let's fucking go. I'm looking forward to seeing what Mike McDaniel's. It is, make no mistake, this is not just a coaching hire. This is a philosophical suit and shift for the Chargers and for Justin Herbert. This offense is going to go freaking nuts. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it all can. Today we'll break down why this move matters for the Chargers. It means for Justin Herbert, the offense. The offense, no doubt, is going to change structurally. And while the Chargers may finally be stepping into a modern NFL after a few years of the Greg, I'm too tired Roman offense. You can clip that one. That was legit. But I'm excited to see what this all happens. I mean, I'm excited for this offense, but going forward, this is going to be fun. It got kind of boring to watch Greg Roman's offense. Thank you for your service for 2 years, but sir, Father Time has passed you by. So yeah, but to me, why this hire? This is a huge hire. Hey, Matt Bruno, what's up? He will be our head coach next year after Taylor gets canned. Hey, Matt, this is just a stepping stone for McDaniel. He's going to prove what he can do as an offensive coordinator in a high-powered offense. Yeah, man, he's going to learn. You're a Michigan, but you love Michigan. I have your man Harbaugh. So, hey, it is what it is. But, hey, if Zach Taylor does get the can next year, which he does deserve, he should have been gone this year. But, hey, Mike McDaniels wouldn't be that bad, especially with Joe Burrow. Let's see what he does with Justin Herbert. Imagine what he does with Joey Burrow. That'd be kind of crazy. And Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Come on now. That'd be a nice offense to watch. But, hey, I'm going to enjoy it, Matt, because you know what? He's got my votes this year, so I'll take that. But, Matt, focus on this year, man. Just see what's up, But, hey, yeah, after 20. It's all good. But for me on this one, I'll say, yeah, I know, and I know how you feel about Taylor, yeah. But for the past few years, fans have watched an elite talent get banged down by predictable concept. That's Greg Roman for you. It was static formations and an offense that asked stars to save plays instead of executing them. Greg Roman's offense was a running offense. I don't get me wrong. The run game is part of the off, but come on, Greg Roman just wore out. Bogey told me even when he was in San Francisco, once he was there for a few years, it got stale, it got stagnant. It showed this year. But then again, the injuries, I'm not using that as an excuse, but that Roman offense just wasn't for Justin Herbert. And now we'll get to see what Justin Herbert is all about. I want to see the Justin Herbert of his rookie year when he threw for 5,000 yards and hung that fucking ball over the place. I'm hoping to see that in this offense too. I mean, yeah, we got that shit. But this hire also, to me, signals something different. Mike McDaniels isn't just a play caller. He's an offensive architect. I mean, his offense is built on creativity for one, motion, misdirection, and most importantly, structure. Something our offense never had last year was structure. It was all constant. Everyone knew our offense, what we were about. It was about running the thing, running the ball. And stuff. It got to be, it was predictable. We're not going to have a predictable offense this coming season going forward, which is going to be nice. Now, I mean, this is a football design. I mean, Mike McDaniel's offense is designed to help players win before the snap and survive it after it. So I'm listen, but let's see. Yeah, speed is exactly right, Guccini. You ain't lying there. Yeah, look what he did with Tyreek Hill. We have. Do we have a Tyreek Hill? A cheetah? I'm gonna say that right now. The fastest guy on our team is I couldn't really tell you, but as of right now in our roster would be the stretching the field would be Quentin Johnson right now, and Lad. But other than that, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what we do. I'll get to that a bit later on. But from Mike McDaniel's, from all I've done, all that kind of stuff, he's a expert on more play action, more RPOs, a real commitment to the run game, which is going to help Hampton. If you look at what A Chain did in Miami, the volume he had in that Mike McDaniel's offense was through the roof. I'm hoping he does the same thing with Hampton. And Hampton is a beast runner, and that's going to be nice. Yeah, we will see what Mike can do. Oh, yeah, Frankie, yeah. He's a lot of hype for a guy that looks high. Yeah. Well, then again, yeah, he does look high all the time. You ain't lying there. But hey, pot in California is legal. So, but Mike is gonna have a lot of high times, but it's gonna be some fun times, I find too. Hey, what's up, Brendan? Won't have another 5,000. No, I don't think we're gonna have the five. But you know what? Hey, I think that offense is gonna be a little more high-powered offense now. So we're gonna see a lot more of that passing game. I'm looking forward to him. And that, yeah. QJ, yeah, KLS is gonna be a factor. Yeah, we're gonna see that stuff. Yeah, but. Now, JD, you can speak that you as a 49er fan had McDaniel, and he was what, the run game coordinator over there. So was he there for CMC rookie first year in San? I don't think he was. I'm not too sure. Then again, I'm not a 49er fan, but that's why I asked you. But how McDaniel here's what I think: how Mike McDaniel elevates the Chargers offense. This is where the transformation really starts for my Chargers. All right. The defenses declare, before this, McDaniel's elite at pre-snap motions, shifts, and consistent formation, sorry, and forcing coverage tells. And he's very big in the coverage, so this is going to be fun to watch. It's a lot of these words that he uses, like, oh, this is kind of crazy. But what does this mean for Justin Herbert? He's going to get answers now. And why it matters? Herbert becomes faster, more decisive, and more efficient, and not just explosive. He's got to have the run game protects the pass. Hey, what's this? We have to get an O. Yeah, we do have to get an O. But we're going to get Slater back. We're going to get Alt back. That's two pieces that we did not have this year. Without Slater, we saw what Alt was like in the lineup when healthy. We were untouchable there. And when he was in the lineup and when he was out, it was a huge difference. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a healthy O line and seeing what we do in the free agency to shore up that line and in the draft. Now I'll get to that later. But it's gonna. What's up, Brennan? Chargers are gonna steal the early O lineman. Yeah, we're at 22, but that O line has to be addressed in the draft and in free agency. And I like what the Patriots did last year on the defensive side of the ball, on that side of the defensive side of the ball, and hopefully the Chargers this year with the cap space it's about 85, and it could be up to 100 plus, and also with the cap going up today, it's a nice thing. But I'd like to just do the whole thing what New England did with our offensive line. We have players that we have to resign that are key to our team. That I think has come first, but that offensive line has to be shored up. Becton, I think, is basically cut. He's all but gone. Becton, I know if he's released or cut, it's $9.7 million we save on the cap. It's just that signing just did not work out. It was really shouldn't have happened, but hey, that was the big splash last year. Now, what I also read is expect a lot of outside zones from McDaniel, a lot of counters and misdirection. What's this, Matt? How much cap room? Matt, as of right now, we have about $85 million. I know we can free up money on Slater's contract, restructuring Slater and Herbert, and cutting about 4 players, and we can make about $32 million in cap space. So we could be at about $100 and some odd $million. But I'm not no GM, but I'm not going to be an armchair GM. but we'll see what happens. But we have the third or fourth most money in the league in cap space, but we can make a lot more. But I'll worry about that when our time comes. But this is gonna be some fun times. I'm looking forward to seeing all how this works out. I mean, the McDaniel offense is a very fast offense and very ferocious offense. I mean, in recent years, Herbert was asked to hold the ball, read full field concepts constantly, ball out in broken plays. McDaniel flips that approach. You'll see crossovers, you'll see layered route concepts, you'll see quick game tied directly to motions. You'll see a lot of motion plays, and that's a lot in the Mike McDaniel's offense. All right, what's up? Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, Bo got scot-free. McDaniels is going to scheme the ball out quick. I don't know if you guys emphasize that line. When your line is healthy, it's good already. The center is the only. Yeah, that's what we're. Yeah, you Bogey. You know what I want from that center vision. I want Tyler Linderbaum, and that's what I want in free agency. But I have a funny feeling it's going to come to a bidding war for him. Now, I've seen the 49ers attached to him. I've seen I can see him going to the Giants and going to join back with Harbaugh, but I would love him to come over to us, but we shall see. Yeah, Bogey says McDaniel's scheme behind that bad line in Miami for years. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Bogey, if anyone knows McDaniel, you do. You're a 49er fan, man. So I always ask you questions and that kind of stuff. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing what this offense is about, man. I mean, the Chargers have had talent, but no consistent identity. And I'm being honest there. We have the players. It's just the play calling the last 2 years is now we're going to see what we're all about. With McDaniel, the offense has a philosophy. That's a great thing. We have a structure for a change. That Greg Roman offense didn't really have an offense. It was an offense, but I called it an old man offense. It was very predictable. Bogey told me that when we first hired him. In time it will become predictable. And Bogey, as he always tells me, is always fucking right. That man is a genius. He always tells me, and it happens. What he tells me, it always happens. What is the latest on Tua? King. Basically, what's going to happen with Tua is he'll be. I think Miami's just going to cut all ties with him, eat probably all the dead money this year, or spread it out. And I don't know. He could just go to the team as a bridge quarterback, who knows, or a backup. Yeah, Frankie, wide receiver room needs help. QJ did slightly better. But yeah, the only thing about QJ, he's improved each year. I know from his rookie year it was horrible, but the past 2 years, he's been consistent, 8 to 10 touchdowns. And he's been reliable. Yeah. And then we got the decision this year of do we pick up his fifth-year option? So it's a prove-it year for him. Yeah, I mean, Frankie, now the question is, let me ask you, do you think we bring over Tyreek Hill? If the price is right, I'm for it. But there's other options. Alex Pierce is out there. That's a hot free agent I'd love to sign. But I know the 49ers would love to sign him too. There's a lot of teams that love to sign Alex Pierce, but no, the Texans would be crazy to not go all in on Linderbaum. Yeah, man, Brandon, he's going to be, eh, yeah, if we don't get a center, I see us drafting a center, but I'll get to that later. But Linderbaum is the name out there in free agency. I mean, my personal opinion, I think he goes back with Harbaugh, but he goes to the Giants. But hey, man, I think it's gonna be about the money. I mean, it's all about the money these days. But no, it's gonna be fun. I mean, this could be one of the most important moments of Justin Herbert's career. He hasn't had an offensive coordinator like Mike McDaniel. McDaniel, I think, personally, can unlock Herbert to another level and this offense to another level because it's going to be the Mike McDaniel offense, and we know how that offense clicks. You saw what it did in Miami. That thing was like a fine oiled machine. Pause. But no, I'm looking forward. This is going to be a good one. I mean, yeah, this is the offense what we're going to look at here. I mean, you got Harbaugh as the head coach. You got Mike McDaniel, Justin Herbert at the helm. You got Omari and Hampton, Vidal, who I'm not too sure we re-sign because of he was part of the old regime. Do we bring in another running back? I do not know, but it depends what's going to happen. Yeah, Quentin Johnson, Lad. and Gatson. I think Lad in this offense is going to thrive. So is QJ. I feel that Lad and QJ that they weren't used in the offense with the Roman. Yeah, at times they were, but I think they're going to use better and more to their abilities in this offense. And I think Mike McDaniels will unlock each one of them to their potentials and play them to their potentials. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be good. Let's see, Brent. Yeah, but they will it be too cheap to do it? But I don't even know what the Titans have in cap space. I know we have 85 plus, but the Texans, I know we're kind of on the lower. When I saw it with low, but I do not know. But all those moves that are done in the offseason, the cuts, the restructures. Y'all, I mean, y'all have the time, but you also have the big decision next year of what do we do with CJ? Do you sign him to an extension, etc.? So that's gonna be a decision that y'all face next year too. But no, but big. I look at this for the big picture take. Yeah, yeah. Some teams do not like to spend in free agency, but man, you have the cap space, spend it. But to me, we're gonna get Alt back, we're gonna get Slater back, but we are lacking a center, and the center, uh, Bradley Bozeman, as I call him Bradley the Bozeman, Bozo. He has to go. I hope the hell they fucking cut his ass and let him go because that man is straight rubbish. Yesterday's trash and old news to me. Hopefully he goes. Yeah, but I'm looking at the bigger picture in this one. McDaniel brings elite run schemes. He brings league leading motion usage and one of the sharpest offensive minds in football. They say he's a top three offensive coordinator and a top mind in football. So he wasn't a head coach for nothing. And we saw what he did in Miami. So this is basically, as I told Matt earlier, this is a stepping stone for him to jump in and be as a head coach next year. I mean, there was 10 openings this year. Who knows what's going to be next year? But McDaniels, if he proves that, hey, with the Chargers this year and that offense, yeah, he deserves another headshot. I mean, it's not like we saw what he did in Miami, what he had, what he did. I mean, the man deserves a chance. I mean, it's going to be good. I mean, I'm looking forward to this offense, but most of all, seeing what this offense is all about. I mean, I can't wait for fantasy football, man. And I know football season just ended. Well, we got the Super Bowl, unfortunately, and that shit. But no, I'm looking forward to like drafting because I know one thing. I got a bunch of Chargers players, but shit, I'm gonna be mum on that because I ain't giving up. I got league mates watching, but they know me quite well, anyways. But no, I mean, now, JD, can you pull out an offensive picture back up for me with all the names on it? And who I think thrives in this offense, I think it's going to be Hampton. And I think Ladd and Hampton are going to thrive in this. And I think Gadsden's going to thrive. And I don't know who we're going to get as a second. Do we keep Will Disley? I know Harbaugh loves him as a great blocking tight end. I was telling JD a little earlier, but I think we could go maybe get another tight end, but depending on money and who's out there. But no, I think this offense can thrive this pretty well. I mean, eh, I- and I think this offense also will be very fantasy friendly. I mean, McDaniels builds offenses that create space, force this defensive mistakes, produce high percentage touches. Pause. And I think the fantasy success isn't about the raw volume, it's about the efficiency and the volume. We saw what A Chain had in Miami the last 2 years. I mean, I'm hoping that does happen with Hampton. I mean, to me, I'm not saying Hampton's better than A Chain. A Chain's proven what he can do, but I mean, Hampton was hurt most of this year, but I'm hoping in this offense, Hampton just thrives going forward. Now, as for Justin Herbert, hey, yeah, I know him, Matt. As for Herbert, expect fewer des- uh, desperation throws, more schemed reads, higher completion rate, and a better TD efficiency. And I hopefully our red zone numbers are much better because that was a horrible shit show this year when we were in the red zone. We could never score in the red zone. and hopefully with this, it's going to be much better. Now, as for the fantasy outlook for, I think for Herbert, he's still in the league quarterback, QB1. I mean, he might have a slight dip in attempts, spike in efficiency, but it's going to be a legit top five ceiling, I feel, this year, this coming fantasy season. So safer and explosive, I think, also. But I think the biggest winner as I add in this offense is going to be Hampton. Expect lighter boxes, defined rushing lanes, real receiving usage. Now, as for the fantasy outlook, I see we have a great RB1 in Hampton that's going to be shining. It's just, yeah, bomb, bomb, bomb.
Sexy body go bum bum bum.
Nah, I don't know who we get. If we do get another running back, I mean, I would love. There's some great running backs out there, but complimentary back, I don't know who we got to get. And Mike McDaniel might have someone that fits his system. May bring someone over. We shall see. But I mean, I think for the running back, you're going to see higher weekly floors, touchdowns by designs, not luck also. But now if I get to the wide receivers, expect more cross. I know watching and reading about the McDaniel offense, it's more crossovers, more yards per catch. Now I think that's where Quentin Johnston's going to how he's shown. He's from watching him at TCU, he was always a player. He thrived yards after the catch. That was his biggest attribute coming out from TCU was his yak. And in this offense, he can have that, and I think he'll stretch the field a lot more. So as long as he's used right, I said when he came out of college from TCU, if he's used in the right spot, he can be deadly, and he can be. And that's what he was like at TCU. I see him a lot, but I mean, as I said, more yak. There'll be a lot of motion created mismatches in this offense. That's one thing I did read about Mike McDaniel. Now it should be fun. Now the tight end is going to be fun too. I mean, I say that's sneaky value. For me, it would be sneaky value for Gadsden. There'll be a lot of play action usage, a lot of red zone scheming, and a lot of linebacker mismatches. Like, well, hopefully our team stays healthy this year. All these things can come fruition, but I'm just looking at what this offense can finally be about, and also what Justin Herbert can be in an offense like this. I mean, yes, his rookie year was great, but he's been through a cycle. How many freaking OCs? Too many. I mean, I'll list that. I got a list of it. I'll get to that later, but I'm just looking forward to getting through all this. I mean, there's going to be heavy pre-snap motions, and this. I mean, the motion is also in the pre-snap. The motion is a weapon, not the window. And it would be also be. I mean, we used to identify a lot of man versus zone. That's one thing I mentioned a couple times in the beginning of the Power Hour was a lot of man versus zone. We're going to see a lot more of that in this offense, and hopefully we create a lot more leverage advantages because we can use these advantages we can score more points. But I think this year what we did lack was the red zone. We never scored in the red zone, and that was our biggest point. And if we can do that, then I think it's going to be a lot. But and in this offense with McDaniel, he forces a lot of defenders out of position. Also, I was reading that, and I was reading that in a Miami Dolphins group that they said there's some of these information I got was from Miami Dolphins group that talked about the McDaniel offense. So, but I'm hoping to see a lot of RPOs. That's one thing that McDaniel likes to do. Bogey told me that, and someone else who I know is a Miami fan told me there's a lot of RPOs in this offense. So I'm looking forward to that. But I think Herbert's going to throw the ball, and he's going to run. I mean, he ran a lot this year. He had like 800, close to 800 yards, 700 yards this year. So, yeah, I think that might go dip down a little this year. But, never know with Justin that's going to happen. But this is going to a lot of fun times. But not just when we welcome Mike McDaniel. I mean, as I said, I touched on Justin Herbert, his offensive coordinator since he came in this league. Yeah, it's Mike. That's our new offense is going to look like. But as for Herbert, 2021, he had Shane Steichen. Now that was the breakout year. He had rookie of the year. He let Herbert rip it downfield. This is the Herbert I want to see this coming season. That's the Herbert I was used to when he came. That boy let it fly. I know the interceptions were up that year, but man, that boy could let it rip. Now 2022, he had Joe Lombardi. That was I called that the quick game era. It was all short passes and check down stuff. And then 23, he had Kellen Moore. That was a fun offense. He aired that one out. That was fun to watch. I mean, it was very aggressive concepts in that offense. But injuries derailed that season for Herbert. So that kind of sucked on that one. Now 24, 20, 25. That's when you introduce the Greg Roman offense, which is, I call it the run first reset. That was his physical identity. And it was a play action focus a lot too. So, and he had that 24 to 20 to present. And then, hey, now we welcome him to Micah McDaniel's offense. So it should be, I'm calling it for Herbert, the lightning era. So hopefully we get the Herbert of his rookie year. Motion, spacing, creativity. It's built to maximize Herbert's arm and his brain. That boy is no dummy. But no. But JD, you want to pull up that picture, that thank you picture? The Minter. It should say, yeah. All right. Let me say, all right. I want to say thank you to Jesse Minter. The Baltimore Ravens hired Jesse Minter as who was our defensive coordinator for 2 years. Jesse Minter's the Baltimore Ravens head coach. They signed him to a 5-year contract. Well, let me say this. Thank you, Jesse Minter. Your impact to the Chargers defense was real and undeniable. I mean, from discipline and physicality to preparation and accountability, you helped elevate the standard on that side of the ball. Pause. The identity you built showed up every fucking week. Thank you. I mean, nothing but respect and aspiration, and best of luck in Baltimore. Besides when you face us next season when we kick your fucking ass. Gloves come off in that game. But thank you for everything you did. I mean, nothing but respect and appreciation from myself. You made our defense one of a top 10 defense each year you were here. So thank you for all you did. Thank you for your service to you and your family. But man, good luck in Baltimore besides that one game when you face us next year. But other than that, Jim Harbaugh and Joe Ortiz said they've been preparing for Jesse Minter's departure. Yeah, he was on that last year for head coaching candidates name. So the name was out there. But then with 10 openings this year, I knew Minter was all but gone when there was 10 openings. And him being back in Baltimore for 4 years already, he had acclamations. And then this morning I read that John Harbaugh went to Steve Biscotti and said, hey, hire that man. And he vouched for him. And when I saw that, I kind of knew he was the front runner. Didn't know for a fact, but I felt he would be one of the guys. But when Harbaugh was fired, I had a clue he could be the man. But hey, I wish him nothing but the best. I mean, he's a great coach, great defensive coach. Now, how do I know he's going to do great as a head coach? Don't know. We shall see what it's all about. But I do wish him nothing best. But when he faces us, but fuck the Ravens, clip those wings. Now we also not just have so let me say one thing. We had now yesterday hired Chris O'Leary as the Chargers' new defensive coordinator. So that's who we got. He was over with Western Michigan for a year. Sorry, 2 years. 2 years, I believe. But he was with the Chargers for about 2 years ago as our DBs coach. Now, players such as Derwin James, linebackers, they all rave about him that he's back. So that's a good thing. They vouch for him. And he knows the system. He coached under Minter for 1 year. But what he did at Western Michigan, they were 139th in defense 1 year before he came in, And the next year, he took Western Michigan to the 7th best defense in all of college football. So obviously, I'm hoping what he did there. I know that's college, but this is the pros. But hopefully, he can replicate what he did in college and have that success over the Chargers. So that would be nice. So yeah, we have a new special teams coach. We have a new OC, DC. So we technically have a new staff. All right. Now, JD, you want to pull up that Tart pick? All righty. We just no, not this one. This should be the one with the Drake. Yeah, that one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Tahir Tart agreed to a 3-year contract extension. He got 37.5 million and 20 million guaranteed. The man deserved it. I'm glad we took care of him, paid him. I mean, he was a great help this year. I'm glad we didn't have another Pony Ford thing from last year, who I wanted to stay, but went to the Rams. They offered the money. I think it was like a few $1,000,000, but making sure that our defensive line was solid up so it didn't fall into free agency. I'm glad we brought him back, and he's here for 3 more years, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, JD, you want to pull up that other pick, the OA pick? Now that we signed Tart, this is one man. Is OA we have to tag or sign or tag, whatever it's done. I think we got to tag him possibly. I don't know. We have the money to do this, but it's going to be interesting. But we also got to pay Tully. It's going to be interesting. I would like to. Tully's homegrown. So I'd love to keep him. I think it'd be a great. He's only gotten better every single year. So for me, pay both of them. I mean, they're both going to be needed. Now, as for now, yeah, we're in free agency soon, coming March. Now, as I said earlier, does the Chargers take a flyer on Tyreek Hill? He knows the Mike McDaniel offense. We need a receiver, but we said on the show today, I know JD was on the show, as was Bogey. I mean, hey, strike out the yeah, it's doing that. Frankie, quit tripping. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Spanos spend the money. He's cheap like Matt. I'm not too worried about Spanos as much because he has shown that he is starting to spend money. He was a cheap motherfucker. That's one thing. He's El Cheapo. But I ain't going to say your owner's cheap because y'all paid Jamar Chase and you paid Higgins. So, yeah, I'm not calling you cheap. But you got to pay Chase Brown next, buddy. That's one thing y'all got to do is pay that man his money. He deserves it. But, what the fuck's going on here? Now, I think we possibly could bring in Tyreek Hill. I'd like him if the price is right. I mean, other than that, that's what I would like. Screw that. That's not right. I'd like to bring in Tyreek Hill if the price is right, or another speedy. But other than that, now, JD, can you pull up the new coach's pitch for me? It should be like 4 guys. It'd be coach. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we know that's Coach Harbaugh, Mike McDaniel, Chris O'Leary, our new DC, and that's Ryan Fickens. He's our new special teams coach. So we got a whole new staff going forward. Well, yeah, Spanos does his Spanos things. I mean, he's a cheap motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, but we shall see. Now, all right, I know I didn't send it to JD, but I had a mock draft up there. I think I said in the last power hour, I was looking at the kid from Penn State, Olave Vega, loan, the offensive guard from Penn State. Well, I've been looking at other players, and I also did like for first round was the kid from Florida, defensive tackle, would be Caleb Banks. So I'm kind of torn on which one I'd like in the first round.
Lav Kelly and Tyreek Hill ain't gonna be a gimme. So you draft. We don't need a wide receiver. I'm being honest with you. We have Lad. We have QJ. We have KLS. We also have Trey Harris. KLS and Trey Harris, who we drafted last year. So to me, I really don't think we need a wide receiver. If we do grab a wide receiver, it'll probably be late in the draft as a surplus to add to the wide receiver group. I really don't see us going that route this year. I see us signing someone, to be honest with you, if we do. But I also said I liked last week. Why do I? The only reason is because he knows the Mike McDaniel's offense. That's all I mentioned. The correlation that Tyreek has to this offense, that's the only addition I see. And that could be just the correlation. That doesn't mean we're going to sign him. I mean, do I want his off-field drama? That to me is what shies me a little away from Tyreek Hill. That's just me. It's bringing that drama there because we know, but that's what Tyreek brings to the table too. We know what he can do, but we know his off-field issues too. So you got to weigh the pros and the cons, but we shall see. But as I said, on the draft-wise, I like Connor Lew. Also, he's an offensive he's a center, and he's from Auburn, 6'3", about 300 to 305 pounds. So that's another player. And there's also another center. It was Jake Slaughter. Now, JD and I are going to have a watch party tomorrow for the Senior Bowl. So a lot of these players I was going to talk about, I'll talk about tomorrow. And if you want to watch, just tune in tomorrow. We're going to have the Senior Bowl on the same channel or on the Heart to Start channel. If I don't need a blender, I'm not going to – exactly. I mean, it's all good. We're going to find out what's going to happen in free agency. You know, there's a lot of like blurbs out there. There's a lot of talk, but nothing is official until something happens. I mean, right now, I say this is all talk. Remember, Mike McDaniels is new, and they're just bringing up the correlation, the Tyreek Hill, because he's a free agent, and he's probably going to get released by the Dolphins. And, of course, you got to go to what former your coach was, that he knows you. So that's the only correlation I see out there. And that, but other than that, no. It should be fun, but I'm looking forward to seeing what this offense is all about. And also, I do want to, hopefully this year, I would like to see more of Trey Harris involved, KLS involved, because we drafted him last year. Now, KLS is a speedster. He was great in college. I'd like to see what he didn't get enough opportunities last year. And I'd like to see what he's all about and what he can do in this offense. I'm looking forward to seeing more with Gadsden. And I'm also curious to see if we add another tight end, as I said earlier, but who knows? There's talk with the correlation to Mike McDaniel is possibly bringing over Darren Waller. You know, it's all these correlations. So there's no right price, because even if he was cheap, that money can be, to be honest with you, I would rather spend the money on the things we do need. Right now, wide receiver is not a need. I think it's more of, I'm going to say it again, it's the correlation that's to Mike McDaniels. It's everyone, bring Tyreek over. Look what he did. Look what he could do with Tua. Look what he possibly possibly could do with Justin Herbert. Yeah, all those what ifs. But as I said on the show this morning, Tyreek Hill has been linked to the Chargers and the Chiefs. Those are the two teams that came out this morning in the past couple of days. It's been attached to right now. Anyone's attached in that one. The Chiefs was his old team. Of course, they'd want to take him back, and they'd also want to keep him from the Chargers. And the Chargers want to do exactly the same thing to the Chiefs. But we're gonna see what happens. But other than that, I'm gonna say it on this. I mean, this offense, we know what Justin Herbert can do. We know what we have. We're also now going to see what Mike McDaniel can do for this offense going forward. Is he going to unlock Herbert? Is he going to just let it fly? We're going to find out. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this offense has. And, awesome. It's going to be fun. I mean, to me, free agency is going to be a key. what do we need? I mean, for me, I mentioned this. JD mentioned this morning. JD, yeah, you guys are going to show up and probably re-sign the guys that you need to re-sign. Yeah, Tully, Owe. There's players that we do need to re-sign, and there's probably going to be players on our team like Vidal, other players that were part of the old regime that are not going to. Now, my big question here is, what do we do with Zion Johnson? I know he came out during, this would be his, I think his fifth year option. So I don't know if he's part of the old regime. Do they let him go? But Zion Johnson last year was a key contributor. He played multiple positions because of the amount of injuries we have. So, and I know Harbaugh was very big on him. So do we bring him back? Hey, what's up, Big Thing? Not much. Thanks for joining, buddy. Not much, man. Hey, just going over what this Mike McDaniels could be about for this offense. And I know it looks like now with Davis Webb not going to backing out pause, I think it looks like Clint Kubiak to the Raiders. That would be a nice addition to your team, Bakes. I ain't going to lie. I mean, that would be nice. And then possibly Mendoza for y'all. It's going to be a fun one to watch, Bakes, next year. Your team will be better. And, man, just as you and I both said, we both have to fix that offensive line. That Raiders line and the Chargers offensive line is straight rubbish. But I did say I wrote this about Tyreek Hill a couple days ago. Okay. But all this stuff comes out every single day. Trust me, I do this every single day for the channel. Of course. But there are always going to be these stories that come out every single day. This player is attached to this. But we're not going to know until March, until free agency starts. So, yeah. Bakes, I hope if you got, that's basically are you no, I'm not retracting from my statement. All I'm saying is I'm going to say this is Tyreek has been attached in blurbs and other things online because of Mike McDaniels coming to the Chargers. That's why they're attaching Tyreek Hill to the Chargers. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. Nothing is, any stories can be put out there. Rumors not, this time of the year, rumors run rampant. I'm just saying, this is what the correlation is. It's because it's Mike McDaniels and they work together. Other than that, do I know what's going to happen? I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to find out during free agency. Everyone can speculate this time of the year, even myself, anyone. But we shall see what happens. No, more than likely he had a second interview tomorrow. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that this morning that he has an interview Saturday for the Raiders. But hey, man, good luck to y'all. No, I'm not retracting my statement. I'm just saying I'm clarifying what I said. Yeah, I know what I said, but we shall eventually see what happens. I mean, does Tyreek Hill come or does Tyreek go someplace else? Whatever happens, happens. I mean, but no, other than that, but I don't know. It's a long way to free agency. We got about a month and a half to go to get there. I just want to take care of cut the dead weight on players like Bradley Bozeman. I can see going. There's Bradley Bozeman. There's a long snapper. There's about 4 or 5 players. I think they can. I read they can save about. If they cut or release, they can save about $32 million in cap space. And Mekhi Becton is pretty much all but going to be released, and that's going to be the $9.7 million in cap space. That signing last year just never worked out. I don't think it was the fit. I think it was an impulse signing because he had a great year with the Eagles, and they just made a splash signing. Thought he can replicate it. He just didn't. He was a healthy scratch a lot of times. So on that, yeah, Perryman is probably gone. Yeah, I can see that gone. Yeah. So would you like to bring him for the right? If Tyreek does want to come here, it's going to all revolve. I first want to take care of players that we have to sign, re-sign, or extend. That's what I first. And then if Tyreek was willing to come here for the right price, then if it works out, great. If not, all the best to you, Tyreek, wherever you go. But, I mean, as of right now, it's a while away to say, oh, great. You can see all these stories, not all those correlations, but we shall see what happens. What if they traded Quentin and brought in Tyreek Hill? I don't know. I mean, that's possible, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of things in groups. Hey, let's trade Quentin Johnson for a draft pick. Let's do this for a. Here's my theory: if you're gonna trade Quentin Johnson, you got to trade. That's the productivity of 2 years. That's about 18 touchdowns he's had. He's led the team the past 2 years. That production is gone. Who's going to replace that? It's either going to be KLS or Trey Harris, or you bring it in, as they said, maybe Tyreek Hill or someone else. We shall see. But I know Quentin Johnson as this year, and then we have the option of picking up his 5th year. So who knows what happens with that? You guys, yeah. Colson, Bakes, hasn't stayed healthy. The last 2 years we've had him, it's been a season ender. I don't know, man. There was so much speculation that he was going to be this. We haven't seen what Colson has, so we shall see. I haven't, Bake, I ain't going to lie. That's a name I totally forgot because I haven't seen him on the fucking field. So I haven't. Now Brandon, Debo, that would be interesting, but I don't know. The price tag there might be too expensive, to be honest with you. I don't know. I've seen this is another thing. Correlations at this time of year are crazy. I've seen correlations that Debo could go back to the 49ers as a possible reunion. Who the hell knows? They need a receiver over there, but I do not know. But it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, tomorrow's game, the senior, I'm scouting all these players that I like, and I'll get a better look tomorrow, but of what these players are about. But on that note, it's gonna be this time of the year. There's always speculation. There's all these rumors. This, that, who they want to send here, the one to send there. I mean, we still got the March 10th or 12th, I think it is. It's free agents, so we got a long ways to go. We're just ready to walk into February in a few days. So we're about a month and change away from that, but it's gonna be fun. But on that note, I want to thank everyone for joining me. I thank you guys for being interactive. A lot of questions. I appreciate that. When there's questions, I can answer, but sometimes I can't answer. But then again, as this time of the year, it's a lot of correlations, a lot of rumors. But I'm gonna try to do a show, if not every week or every 2 weeks, just to keep you all in tune with what's going on. But I do thank everyone for joining us, joining myself, and tuning in today. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Friday, a fantastic weekend. And if you want, please join JD and myself and whoever else is on tomorrow for the senior, the game tomorrow, the college game, and over on the Gem Wealth or the Hard to Start. But again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. It's just more bots. Yeah, dude, 2 white people had a black. Oh, excuse me. I was doing no, I'm all right. Oh, it's 4:20. Oh, hey, what's up, man? No, that's crazy. But I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. On that note, bolt up. Hey, let's enjoy this, man. This coming season is going to be fun with Mike McDaniels, and we're going to see what Justin Herbert and the whole Chargers are about. But again, thank you for tuning in to the Chargers Power Hour, episode 19, the Mike McDaniels Effect. And I thank you for everyone for the questions and all that stuff. Have a wonderful weekend. Hey, and as I said, try to tune in tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Hey, Brandon, I sent a link to it. All right, everyone. Thank you, JD, and thank you for everyone tuning in. Peace.
center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Carrie. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie, he like to party. Fuck with blow shoot, trolling 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all bitches getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.